Sure, you can share it. Actually, anything. You see the link on WhatsApp.
So how do I do it?
Yeah,
On
share
my
it.
WhatsApp.
My message.
Yes. It's on WhatsApp.
Miriam,
Oh,
teachers, get platform. Change the YouTube to you as well. Check the YouTube. Sorry. What to do? Or you want to? Just one moment.
Hello, lovely people. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Mr. Joseph Otiba. Welcome you to the business webinar today. And as we've all been, making adverts and other things online for you to know that today we'll be having our business webinar. I want to welcome you to the studios of Navantis Limited. And as I said earlier, my name is Mr. Joseph Otiba. We will be having our guest speaker. Our guest speaker we'll be having him with us here, and he's a very humble man of God. I would say man of God because he's always all his teachings are based in the Bible, and also his principles are very, very on point. And he's no other person than Mr. Nicholas Hlovor. We'll be having him here with us. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, family. Thank you and welcome back once again to the business webinar. So today we have our guest speaker here with us, Mr. Nicholas Hlovor. Mr. Nicholas, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Otiba.
So today our topic is secret to soaring high in business as an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, Mr. Nicholas will be sharing with us some of the secrets in soaring high as a business person or as an entrepreneur. As a young person, as you're coming up, there's so many things you need to know to soar high in your business. So he's going to open up things for us to learn. And please keep your questions coming, your comment section below on YouTube and on Facebook. We are live on YouTube and Facebook as well. So family out there, I want to welcome you all once again. Mr. Nicholas, thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you for inviting me.
We are so proud and we are so honored to have you here as well. So Mr. Nicholas, I've known you for some time and you have been very, very impactful in my life personally and to other people as well. And you have really shown me or shown so many people around you a great leader. And when I started working with you, I've worked with you before, and I'm still working with him actually. you have really shown me the path of greatness.
Right.
And by God's grace, greatness is always around me. And to people around there, people outside too, I know they are also happy with what the impact you are giving to them as well. And personally, getting to know you, you have been an instrument of greatness in my life.
That's right.
And I know that bringing him here is also going to be a very good and powerful impact in your life as you listen to us. He shares with us some of the great things, some of the ups and downs in lives, and probably basic things for you to get to the top of whatever you are doing. So thank you so much once again.
Yes.
Mr. Nicholas,
Yes.
In your path of life, or if I should start, who is Mr. Nicholas Hlovor?
Yes. Mr. Nicholas Hlovor is, I should say, a humble person, very hardworking, attaches much seriousness to life, try to be morally upright.
Sure.
Because if one wants to make it in life, in industry, these are some of the qualities you have to imbibe in your spirit. And I have come very far. The journey did not start a day, just in a day.
Sure.
It's just not an event. It's a whole process that one has to go through.
Exactly.
For instance, if you want to eat your banku with your granite soup or
okra stew.
Oh yeah, you know, that sort of thing. You take your time, you go to the market, you get the ingredients.
Sure.
So there are ingredients that have to be put together to make you be on course,
Sure.
to soar high in entrepreneurship. Like I said, the journey doesn't start from today. I can say that around the age of 7, I witnessed police throwing tear gas and things like that on demonstrators working working demonstrators. And then it dawned on me that why should people be throwing tear gas on people? I learned that they were asking for more pay. And I said, asking for more pay, does it call for tear gas? So at that young age of 7, around 6, 7, I told myself that I don't want to work for anybody from that very particular age. So I've been trying to work hard. And apart from that, I come from a very, very poor background, very, very poor background. I mean, even to eat, they put banku in your left palm.
I see.
And then 4 of us will sit by one single plate with pepper and, the fish. And we have to struggle. The one who go to the, the plate first will get the fish, and there'll be blows. So all this became an experience to say that, look, this is not what I want for myself. So I started dreaming. I started dreaming. Yes, I started dreaming. And I told myself that one day I will have my own business. One day I will support people. One day I will employ people. And I think my dream has really come alive. But to add to it, it has been one thing to the other. I have been, the drive has taken me into a lot of areas of life, like what do you call it? Selling coconuts. I mean, patching potholes. I mean, Dansoman IBE Road, Accra, Dansoman IBE Road. We're patching potholes. During holidays, I went to primary school. You climb coconut, you climb mango trees, pull down mangoes to go and sell. I sold Daily Graphic, Ghanaian Times, Sunday Mirror, Spectator. And I was what is it? Giving that to doctors, nurses, their quarters. And at the end of the month, you subscribe. They call it subscription. I subscribe to them, and at the end of the month, I'll collect something. I have been a mate before, yes. In fact, the first 2 trucks that was driving people in Trotro from Banana Inn, Zamrama Line to Accra, Arena, and Salaha. That is Wato area, post office area. I am the one that started as a mate with one Mr. Mills who has passed on of blessed memory. So I try to work hard. And in working hard, as I work hard, I also try to watch those who are leading me are doing. I look at their way of behavior, all that. And we have come very, 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 very far. Yes, very far. The journey has not been easy, but it has been worth it.
Yes. It hasn't been easy, but it has been worth it.
It has been worth it.
So if you are watching us live here from the Mountain Studios, Mr. Nicholas Hlovor is telling you that life, to me, I see it as you planning ahead, started from a humble beginning and then going through challenges. And as he said, as a mate, as this going out, selling items out there, it hadn't been easy. So,
not to forget this, when I was also young, I tried to be respectful, and elders will send me, and I will run. Sometimes I'll fall down. I'll bruise my belly. And when I come, they'll tip me, 5 pesos, 10 pesos here and there. I'm the type of person that if I come and ask you for something and you don't give me and I don't get it, it pains me. So in order for me not to experience such embarrassment, I took upon myself that I want to work hard so I'll not be embarrassing her. Even if I go to my mom to ask for some money to go to, buy something, she doesn't give me, I don't begrudge her at all. All I do is to climb. At that time, Dansoman, estates, they were building. So I'll just go and carry, some concrete and some blocks, and I have some money, into my pocket. So working hard did not start today. Working hard doesn't kill anybody.
Working hard doesn't kill anybody.
Yes.
That's the key word.
Working hard doesn't kill you. Working rather makes you. Okay. The point is that people are watching you every time in life. from the time you were born to the time you pass on, people are watching you. Those people want to become a blessing to you, but they are watching your life, they are watching your moves. And if you just fall into the right track, somebody will just come and just give you some support. As we go on, I'll tell you a lot about people who have come to, bless me, to bring me to the level that I have come to.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas. This has been an amazing webinar, and I hope you are enjoying this topic as Mr. Nicholas has started. So, Mr. Nicholas, your family, where did you start it from, and then you get into this point as a proprietor for a school?
All right. I attend. First, let me start from this way. I attended primary school at Latibiokoshi. I passed my common entrance 70 from 74 to 81 A levels. I couldn't make it to the university. So my father told me, why don't you go to a training college? That time was the rolling season when rollings changed, there was food, there was no food and everything. And everybody was traveling abroad. It was like, that was the, crave then. Everybody wanted to go out. So school was out of my mind. So I also wanted to do business. And that took me to Nigeria.
Okay.
So I lived in Nigeria to Ghana, but mainly in Nigeria for about 25 years.
Wow.
25 years.
So you spent most of your younger
yes.
age.
And I don't regret it at all. Because like I said, I wanted to be on my own. So in Nigeria, I went through a lot. First, I became a security officer in the American embassy. Yeah, I'm became a security officer in the American embassy. Then later on, that job did not hold. Then I saw some Ghanaians who were doing Bible covers, like Bible bags. They were doing shoes and sandals and slippers. And I took interest. So I went close to them. I tell you, within 2 weeks, I learned the trade. I learned how to sew the shoes and so I opened my own shoe factory. Oh, yes.
So you had inspiration from that?
Yes. So I had my own shoe factory, and then from there, I was making something out of it. And then I met my wife in Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. And we have been together ever since. We have been together for close to 40 years now. Very good wife, great wife. I love her so much. Very caring, very supportive.
Hey.
And
Mommy, I know you're listening to us live, please. That is really pumping you here.
Yes. One thing we must do is that when we are faithful to our wives, when they kneel down to pray for us, our businesses will boom. Things will go well with us. And you should not forget the beginning when it was suffering time and pain time with your wife, when she has helped you to come very far. And then when you come far, you say, now maybe she's not qualified. You are just inviting another thing entirely into your life. That will not help you, So that's what I'm talking about, holding on to the moral aspect with the fear of God, And when you do that, the heavens will always be open upon you. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, Daddy. This is for the youth out there. You don't just choose your wife. Yes. You have to pray. You have to let the Holy Spirit lead you for you to know the right woman in your life, at least. Sure. Okay, so Daddy, looking at this from Nigeria to Ghana, how was the transition from Nigeria to Ghana?
Very good. In fact, when the shoe business collapsed, I went to Bible school. From the Bible school, I wanted to start a church, but God said it wasn't time for me to start. So there was this man I tried to help me start a church. One Nigerian rich man wanted to help me start a church. And then to cut a long story short, it couldn't work out. Then what happened was that I took my A-level certificates going to look for work. And I entered a clinic. And then I met one lady, a Ghanaian lady called Rose. And I said, look, I want to work. And she said, what kind of work? I said, there's no work. I said, but I'm a science student from A-level, so I can be laboratory assistant.
Okay.
Then she said, oh no, there's nothing like that. But I said, please, even if it is to sweep the floor or to mop the floor, I'm ready to do it because I have to support my wife and my children at home. And she said, this is very pathetic, but she don't talk to her boss. She talked to the head board, Dr. Arole. And when the woman saw me, she said I should come to her house. And then when I went to their house, she said, what is my level of education? I told her everything. She said, Then she said, if you were my son with this qualification, can I allow you to mop the floor? He said, no. And the question is, can you teach? I said, well, I can teach. I've taught in a Muslim school in Accra before. So it's okay. Then come and teach my children. So quickly they gathered books for me to teach LCM. Wow. And okay. I've forgotten LCM.
Hey. Now or then?
Then. But God helped that I was so fast. I was so clever that I collected the textbook, quickly went through it, did a quick revision, and I started.
Wow.
And when the woman saw my output, she said, no. See me in the office the next day. I went to the office. She gave me a complimentary card. Go to Tade school. Go and see the proprietress. She'll give you a job to do. And I went there. The woman said, look, I'll take you, but go and sit down under the tree. I sat under that tree for 2 weeks before I was giving an interview. 2 weeks. She was watching because I was in Nigeria without my papers.
Oh, okay.
I was in Nigeria without my papers.
So only because of the papers that she has.
Of course, she tell you. So who is he going to employ? Is he a bad person who will come and do the evil or whatever? But I think when her spirit was clear that, this man could be of help in the school, she now employed me. And by the grace of God, I took the job like my own. I owned the job in my spirit. I mean, is it good to go to work early? First, number one, before 7, I'll be at workplace. Before 7, I'll be at work. But there was this particular day, I was so hungry. I mean, you are teaching rich men children. I mean, Nigeria, the bourgeois, rich men children. And when I met some of them, they say, this man, you met people. And then my boss came to my class from tiptoed. When she came, I was dejected. There was no money in my pocket. There was no food in my stomach. And I was hungry, so I was dejected. And when she came, she saw me and they started shouting, Mr. Nyomi, come and see your brother. If he cannot do the job, let him leave my school. And I said, if I lose the job, what am I going to do? So what I did was, when we closed that day, I went back to my boss. I apologized. And then I went to the following day. I came to school very early. Nigerian love it when you prostrate. Okay. So she's a Yoruba woman. So I prayed. I said, Mommy, I'm sorry for what I did yesterday. It will never be repeated. So when I go to the classroom now, I stand on the board. I don't sit down. I'll be teaching and teaching. Sometimes I'll feel weak, and sometimes I'll feel sad, of myself, and then I'll start crying. I shed tears. I said, what am I going through? And I like it when it's on Friday. On Friday, the Muslim parents who are well-to-do, when they come, before they go home, before they come and pick their children, they say something. Okay. And those things were, those monies were really helping me and supporting me. All because I loved the children. I took good care of somebody's job. The point is, our elders, when you take care of somebody's job, it is easy for God to give you your own. When you take care of somebody's job, you are loyal, you are good at it, you make all the sacrifice to make sure that job goes well. God will by all means one day give you your own. Then I also saw, and because of that, when I was doing all this, my boss was beginning to like me. Now, when I go to my boss office, she will stalk me, we'll start chatting from this to that, and then she'll be telling me the secrets of her job, how she started the whole Tade school business. So I learned the secrets from my boss. Her name is Mrs. Joko Tade Jawando. Mrs. Joko Tade Jawando. And I learned at her feet, and she taught me how to handle teachers. In fact, even though I am an A-level student, she was able to groom me. I went for conferences, I went for seminars, I went for teaching programs, and that brought me up. She also made sure she organized in-service training for teachers every Friday. She brought facilitators, and I humbled myself to learn from all these people. And this, brought me high. So at a point in my 10th year in the school, she made me the head of school.
Wow. Daddy, let me ask this. So that tells us that if you want to be an entrepreneur or if you want to be a business person,
Yes.
you should make sure you take care of someone's business very well before you start your own business.
Of course. You see, the point is what experience you have.
You have, okay.
You must have experience. Every business has its own rules. Every business has its own what do I call it?
Principle.
Nuances. There are
Okay.
principles and whatever. And you have to learn. There are ups and downs in the business.
Okay.
There's nobody that doesn't have any ups and downs. So when you learn when you start your own and you get to that level, you easily sail through. But if you don't go and learn, you don't take your time to learn all these things, and you just start. Don't be in a hurry to start business. It took me 17 years. 15 years before I came down to Ghana.
Okay.
I've been studying my boss, and the way she dealt with the teachers, parents, and everybody. The way she handled her job, the way she handled her family. In fact, something she did that pushed me into this business was that as a woman, she used the school to take care of 4 of her children outside Nigeria. And I said, if a woman could do this one, then me too, I can do it.
Yeah.
So I developed the I can do spirit.
The I can do spirit.
Yes. I developed the I can do spirit, that I can also do it. And the point is that when you serve these people already in business very well, in fact, you don't have to ask them. They will open up secrets to you. So she always tell me, do you see how the teachers are behaving when you start your own? And I did not hide myself, my interest in the teaching business from her. I told her, when I get to Ghana, this is what I want to do. I will not live here. The day I leave there, I will not to go to another place. In fact, many, because of my the way I teach children to pass exams and everything, many of the other schools wanted to poach me to head their schools, but I refused. In fact, there was a school that wanted to give me $1,200. That 2015, 2016.
That time.
2006, 2007, 2006, 2005, 2006, 2007. Because I left 2007. They wanted to poach me. 1,200, and with all kinds of allowances. But I refused. So when I come back home, I want to start my own. By the grace of God, 14 years ago, we came to Central Region,
Yeah.
And that is.
In fact, we will come there.
Yeah.
Daddy, you are opening up things for us to see right now. You know, as the topic says, secrets in soaring high as a business person or as an entrepreneur. So this is one of the secrets. You learn from business people, or you work hard with them or for them, and then those secrets will come out. That is that's one point. Let's take note of that one. So please, you are still watching us live. We will be back. Let's give us some few seconds. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, please. Okay, welcome back once again, and it has been so wonderful having Daddy here with us. In fact, those of you who just joined us, you're watching us live on Facebook and on YouTube on the secrets of soaring high as entrepreneur. So, Daddy, when you came to Ghana and you started your business, was it a school business, right?
Sure.
So, was that the first business you started when you came to Ghana, or there was other businesses you started?
All right. I want to say that 15 years before I started this, I've already made up my mind that when I leave Nigeria,
Okay.
I come back to Ghana, I'm going to start a school straight.
Okay.
I don't want to veer into any other thing, but school straight. And so what I did was, anytime I'm coming to Ghana, I have little money.
Okay.
Then I see toys, some of these Montessori materials. You can find them in the, second-hand goods. Ghanaians call it Obonewao. Okay. Nigerians call it Okirika. So I go there and I pick few things. Sometimes when I come and I leave money with my money, maybe 100 Ghana or 200 Ghana, when I go out and I see some things that I think will benefit their school, I'll come back, pick the money from my wife, I'll go and buy those things and come and keep them. Then promise that when I get to Nigeria, I'll get money and send them to which actually I always do. I try to be a responsible, father and a husband. For that one, I'm proud of myself. Yes. So that is how it went. Now, so I got some materials before I came down to Ghana.
So that means you prepared.
I prepared
to start.
Yes, not fully.
Okay.
Because you can't prepare fully.
That the little you had.
Oh yes. You don't look on little beginnings. Never look down little beginnings. That's what the Holy Scripture says. So when I came down, as I was meditating, the Spirit said, no, the Nigeria experience is different from the Ghana experience. So why don't you get the Ghana experience maybe for 1 or 2 years before you start your own? And for me to enter the Ghana experience, I wanted to get a school that matches my kind of school in Nigeria. So what I did was, if I would get such a school, I didn't have a teaching certificate.
Okay.
So I had to go for a training. So I did early childhood training. Early child education training at what do you call that place? It's near the broadcasting house. Okay. It's a model school which is run by the Ministry of Education. Okay. So I did a 3-month course over there. In fact, my contribution in class even made my lecturer say that as for you, you don't even have to come to the school. You have joined us to become a lecturer.
Yeah, the experience you had in Nigeria.
Yes. And they taught us so well. And here, the head of school, Auntie Evelyn, Mrs. Evelyn Kote-Papafio, thank you so much for the training that you gave us over there. One thing about life is you must live a life of gratitude.
Live a life of gratitude.
As you walk across the surface of the earth, you're going to meet people who are God going to use to push you. Don't forget God and don't forget those people, because God used them. Nobody they didn't come into your life. You already have become what you have become today. So you always have to look back and appreciate people. So I appreciate Auntie Evelyn. Auntie Evelyn, you are doing.
Auntie Evelyn, God bless you. Yes. God bless you wherever you are.
So now they taught us crafts, with papers. I've learned, I had a gift already before I now went for that training. I could use papers, just ordinary papers, to teach children how to read and write. So it happened that I was now going around looking for a job after the course. Then Jack and Jill came to my mind. I went to Jack and Jill and I packaged all my artwork to teach crèche, kindergarten for pupils. When I carried to Jack and Jill, I met Mr. Kwachi, the director of the school. Great man. God bless Mr. Kwachi, wherever he is. And when Mr. Kwachi saw me during the interview, he was so interested in me. He said, look, I cannot, lose you. But the point is, I have so many teachers. But what can I do? So I'm going to create an office for you. So because of me, he created what we call the resource center for kids from crèche, nursery, KG1, KG2, and lower primary.
I see.
So that those students who are not too good could come to me and I'll use my toys, my paperwork, and my artwork to teach them to come up, which I succeeded in. In fact, 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 months in the school, Mr. Kwachi was there. He said, Nicholas, I have come. I have something good for you. I have bought a land for you at Adenta. And I want you to have it, and we'll be taking from your salary small. And with boldness, I told him that with all due respect, sir, I sincerely appreciate it, but I don't think I want to do this one. I want to do that. Because the point is that by the time he, takes and they're taking small, it means I'm going to stay there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So I was just playing to him, and he told me that he thanked me that I was so bold to let him know what I want to do for myself in future. So when I left after 1 year, he gave me an extra 1 month salary to support me to buy tables and chairs because I've been sincere to him. Others would have, just do it hanky-panky and then just run away. But when you run away like that, you are going away with no blessing. You must always let your elders and your bosses bless you. There are 3 people who must come into your life, or whose blessing you should have in your life. Your parents. Okay. Bible says, honor your parents, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long. Not with poverty, but with prosperity and in good health. You should also honor your boss, because she put money in your pocket to take care of your family. You should also honor your pastors, your spiritual leaders. You should honor these 3 people. If you are able to honor them, from time to time, they'll all be pouring blessings upon you from time to time. What is blessed? Just will be opening the heavens for you.
So number 1, your family.
Yes.
Number 2, your boss.
Yes.
And number 3,
your spiritual leaders. Yes. Very, very important. Very, very important. And so I did all this one. So after 1 year, when I said I was leaving, but it was with pain, but he had to see me off, and we are still friends till date. So there's any program, Mr. Kwachi will invite me to join him. Now, how I started Blessed Life School, you were asking. So when I left Jack and Jill, I was now looking for a place, and I had, like I said, I bought some few things from Nigeria. I had about 3 or 4 swimming pools at various levels of children. Those who are crèche, those who are maybe a bit older, the lower primary, the upper primary, and the JHS levels. Even adults, I had swimming pool for adults. But getting money to get space for the work to take off, I did not have any money. So what will I do? I look around and I look down and I look around, and as the Lord will have it, I talked to a few friends, and then they gave me some support. When I received the support, and then I sold few items. When I was coming from Nigeria, I bought some motorcycles, and then the funds I had from there, we spent some, and then the rest. If at a point we're going to almost spend the whole money. So I told my wife that, look, if you touch that money, there's going to be, it will not help us. So please, let's manage this money. So I took the whole money from her, and then my brother, who was living in Kaswa here, Nyanyano area here, said, look, I can get you a place. So he started scouting, for the place. And then we came in, we saw a gentleman, we paid. And after paying, the gentleman refused to release the key for 9 months. Paid for 2 years, but for 9 months, the gentleman refused to release the key. So until we threatened him with police, they now gave us the key. I said, in the 9 months, he said, I'm still going to pay for the 9 months that I didn't know. I said, no problem. All I wanted to do is to just kickstart the school. Wow. And as God will have it, when we started, I did some paintings. I renovated the place a little bit, not to just appreciate people.
Yeah, sure.
And then I started going from house to house, scouting for children. And by the grace of God, 9th of September 2009, the school took off with only 14 children. Wow. Only 14 children.
Only 14 children.
And out of these 14 children, 7 were almost on scholarship.
Wow. Seriously.
7 when we had not even made money, when there was just nothing.
Were they paying fees?
It was 25 cities or so that time.
Okay, so that's like a support.
That's a support. We can get tables and chairs, and also support payment of teachers.
Teachers, sure.
Just something very meager compared to the price, the school fee that people were paying around. It was very, very meager. So, and then the point is that I was so passionate with the school children education, so I gave my all
to it.
I don't sleep. Remember, the Bible said God does not sleep and does not slumber. Because he wants to make sure that everything goes well, everything is on point. And whenever I receive fees, I apply it back into the business.
Okay. So like reinvesting.
Yes.
Okay, family. So as Mr. Nicholas is still speaking to us, we'd like to go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Wait. Okay. Wait. Microphone. The school 9 months.
Okay.
All right, so welcome back once again. So Teddy was talking about how he started the school, and then when the owner of the place was like 9 months no working.
Yes.
So let's continue
Yes.
from there.
Yeah. So from there, when the school started, I didn't want to make trouble with him because we're a new person in the area. Why do you want to make trouble?
Sure.
You want people to come. And I gave my all. I took care of the children. In fact, when they saw themselves, I mean, when they made the wee or the poo poo on themselves, I cleaned them up, and the way I was handling it, one lady came and said, you are more than a woman, you are more than a mother,
Both
so
father and mother,
yes,
you are doing all the work.
yes. So there was a time she came to school, came and picked the child around 3:00. The child poo-pooed and wee, and she wanted to clean it, but I said, no, give me the job today. I want to be by myself. And when I did this, she now went to the house and said, this man is more than a mother. He's more than a teacher. Please, everybody, take your child. Take your child. And then there weren't more schools around. So my very self and one other school that was there. And like I said, I loved my work and I took good care of them. So even with that signboard, the parents whose children were with me, they were the ones who were advertising me in the community.
Wow.
Because I gave them, and during the weekends, I'll visit the children. I'll go and visit the children, encouraging the parents, being nice to them, little biscuits here, little, candies here and there. So they just loved me and loved the school. Now, along the line, I said, my name, seemed the Hlovor look a bit heavy, people cannot pronounce it. So I was just made us say, I should have a pet name that children can easily relate to. That was how the Big Daddy name came
about. Wow.
So from there, everybody knows me. They don't even know my real name. Everybody knows I'm Big Daddy. Everybody just knows me as
Big Daddy.
As Big Daddy. So all the principles I have learned, the principles that I'm applying are biblical principles.
Biblical principles.
One of them, like I want, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
Genesis chapter 1. Okay. It says that God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was void. God left the heaven and started doing business with the earth, which was void. So what I want, there is business in void. There is business in emptiness. There is business in a vacuum. So for you to be walking around and say there is no business, it means you have not sat down to see yourself that you can be a business person. Everywhere you go, anywhere you go, there is even the desert, there is business.
Business. Because every environment you find yourself,
there is business everywhere. Whether people are there or people are not there, it's a vacuum, it's a space. There is business. For instance, you can walk on a street, maybe you are traveling from Tamale, you see a big stretch of land, you will not see anything, but the advertiser who can put a billboard and make millions and billions out of it in that space. Because there's nobody, I'll put an advertisement. I think cars pass here already. People will see that advertisement and go and buy things. So, but you don't see that there's something over there.
Wow.
But that's a space.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of business or world. But the point that we have not trained our mind good enough to be able to know that, there's a business here, or that's a business here, or there's a business here. Now, for instance, it was void. And then the Spirit of God brooded over the waters of the deep. He brooded over the deep. In the deep, there's so much in the deep. And then God said, let there be light. Light is business. Look at light.
Yeah.
Let there be light. In Jesus Christ, we are the salt of the world. Somebody is selling salt. Somebody is selling salt. You know, so there is business in there. But the point is that you have to humble yourself to be able. God has given talent to what you can do. To be able to find out where do you fit in. What about trees? Some people use trees for farming, for food.
Yeah.
And the carpenters also use it for what?
For
furniture.
Chairs.
Yeah. So even one particular item can be a business item for all kinds of
books.
Just name them. So there is this idea for the youth that government is not giving, government cannot give you business. Give yourself the business and be an employer.
Government cannot give you business.
No.
But be a business.
No.
And employ people.
And employ people.
Wow.
And become a boss.
This is
powerful. Because the point is that when you are an entrepreneur, you have a lot of liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people inspired me in Nigeria. My boss, one of them, took the children abroad to school and everything. 4 children. She alone on her own school that pay the school fees of this in dollars and in pound sterling. Some are lawyers, some are teachers in Canada, some are engineers in America, and what have you. Then I have a friend, like I said, when you behave yourself, the Bible said, what is it? John the Baptist's mother met Jesus Christ, and then John the Baptist leaped in the pregnancy in the womb of the mother.
Yeah.
There are people you will meet, and there'll be a leap. Some person call it people who hold your destiny key.
Yeah.
So that
you meet them.
You meet them. There'll be a certain push in your life. There'll be a certain elevation in your life. But when you put yourself together properly, God will send some people into your life.
Properly.
Yeah, properly.
Put yourself properly.
Properly.
Set yourself aside.
Properly. For instance, in Nigeria, I love the children. Sometimes they call me Uncle Nicholas. Okay. Uncle Nicholas, I want Coca-Cola. I buy it for them. Uncle Nicholas, I do it for them. And I do it not because I needed something from their parents. I do it from my heart.
Wholeheartedly.
But the point, when they go back home, they tell their parents, Uncle Nicholas was good to me. Uncle Nicholas was good to me. So this particular time that there's this man and the family called Mr. Edward Ajia and Mrs. Ajia. Because of it, they said they want to visit Ghana.
Wow.
That was 2000. I think the year 2000.
Okay.
Year 2000. Yeah, year 2000. They want to visit Ghana. I said, why not? So we came to Ghana. They came to Ghana. And they carried me along. They paid my transport and everything. So we came back. We came to Ghana. So they went to Takrady, another place and everything. So every 2-3 years they come to Ghana. Because of every 2-3 they come to Ghana and visit Ghana and tour Ghana and everything. And even they took me to Takrady. I didn't know Takrady then.
Oh, okay. So actually, your first time with Takrady with them.
They
Wow.
took me to Takrady, Elmina Castle, and although they took me there, you know. And there was this year they came, 2010. Oh, school started 2009.
9, yeah.
And children were coming, and there was no space. And humbly, like I said, don't look down on little beginnings. So when they came, they said, Mr. Nicholas, you trained our 4 children. We know where they are today. We want to go and see your school. So they chartered their own, they hired their own car, or it was an 8-seater bus, to Honda bus, 8-seater. They hired it, picked me, and we came to this place. When they saw it, they said, Nicholas, this is not your standard. How can you? The moment they said that, I started crying. I easily cried, started crying. They said, Nicholas, stop crying.
It's like they've challenged you.
Yes. He said, so what I did? I said, Daddy, I've got a land, but I don't have the money. He said, where is the land? So the land is just here. Then there's one elderly person in our community called Elder Frimpong, great man who has always supported to Bless Their Life School.
Yeah.
So he now introduced me to that land, and then I took my my visitors to this particular land. When they saw it, this man is a pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Started praying. Said, Nicholas, stop crying. God has answered your prayer. Stop crying. God has answered your prayer. So that day, I had emaciated. I have grown lean because I was thinking, where will help come from? I don't know. Then they said, the way you are, we can't leave you. We want to travel to Kumasi and tour Kumasi. Can you come with us? I said, why not? They took me to Kumasi. I slept in Golden Tulip Hotel for 3 days in presidential suite. Then it was $160 a day. And every morning we'll go and eat buffet.
That's awesome.
Yes. And then when we came back to Accra, Mr. Ajia came out to see me off. Then he put something in my mind. Said, Nicholas, we've seen your school. You are working very hard. This is a little we can do. So please take this one. And they gave me 1,000 British pounds. 1,000 British pounds. And then 1,000 Ghana. Because they said they are going back. They don't know what to go do. Use the CDs for. So what happened was that when I took the money like this, I went straight to the Bureau de Change. Foreign Bureau. Okay. So I went there. I changed this money. It was 45 something. The land was to cost me 60 million. Okay. That's 6,000 Ghana cedis. So I came to beg the man. The man said he is going to also be of support. He will support me with 200 Ghana. So I was to pay 58. So I got someone to help me with the 13, and the 45 I gave him. I did not take one peswa to buy ice water, to buy biscuit, to buy pants, to buy something. When I tell people, they say, you mean you didn't? I said, what did they give me the money for? They gave me the money to buy land, to build school. So what about if this man comes back one day and say, where is the school? Now spend the money. What will happen? I would have blocked other people's chances of being helped. So I'd have made up and look, I will not take anything. And that was how we bought that land. Then on and on and on, Edify came in through Snappy Abba Trust. It's a what do you call it? Savings and loans company. They also came in, and through Edify from America, they came in, they supported us with funds and everything. And this is how far we have come. So I am grateful to the Ajia family. The mind that maybe they could have used to enjoy their lives over here. They made a huge sacrifice just for my sake. And I don't take it lightly at all. Till I die, I remain ever grateful to the Ajia family.
Ajia family, God bless you wherever you are. In fact, as you are watching us live, you can see some pictures going on there. These pictures are pictures of how their life school started. They buying the land, they starting something small, and this is where they're getting to. You are going to watch some of the pictures that by God's grace, where Better Life has gotten to. So as time goes on, you'll be seeing some pictures flying all over your screens as well. So So looking at this, starting the school, I know you're going to go through some challenges as an entrepreneur, some challenges up to where you get to now. Can you share with us some of the challenges you went through?
Yes. The challenges, one, is funds. Funds. But the point is that when you are prudent with the little you have, more will be added. Don't start and today you got something small, then you go and buy jeans, go and buy trousers, you go and buy, then you go and buy big watch.
Like it outside there, they always want to be guy.
You know, and that will help you. Yeah. Because when you are as an entrepreneur, there is a sowing season. Your sowing season can take you 5 years, 7 years, even 20 years. But you should be ready to pay the price. He said, wait for it, even though it may tarry. The vision may tarry, but wait for it. You know that the thing will metamorphose, it will come alive. Wait for it. You know, so I am, even as I'm talking right now, even though we put up these structures and everything, I'm not living any flamboyant life. I live in the classroom.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I'm proud of myself. I live in the classroom.
Actually live in the classroom?
I live in the classroom.
You don't have any building or any other thing?
No. I've finished building. I've not finished building. There are windows. There are. I've fixed some doors. I've done some little paintings, you know, here and there. I'm telling you, because if I go and rent a house, maybe 2 years, they can come and pay 200 for 3 bedroom or 2 or 3 bedroom for 2 years. I mean, that money, I can buy cement, I can buy all the gravels, I can buy the sand, get the masons and everything, and then we lift up the school. But even in this one, if God should call me today, I feel I'm a fulfilled person. I feel fulfilled. Even in this state, I feel highly, highly fulfilled that I have been able to groom children, you know, I mean, a lot of children have passed through my secondary school and in very, very good schools. Is it Presec? Is it Accra Girls? Is it St. Mary's Coligono? Is it Accra Academy? Is it Fancyman? I mean, great. Is it what do you call this school? Takrade, Archbishop Potter. I have students all over the place, and I feel proud.
That's so awesome. In fact, so right now, when you look at the population in your school, do you want more? How the population now?
In fact, before the COVID, we were going to hit about 410. But after the COVID, the number went down. Because people didn't have money to pay fees, so most of them took their children to public school. But we are growing up all over again. We are doing well. We are growing up all over again. Yes.
So when it comes to their feed, do they have to? Do you have a place where you can feed them, or do you have to buy food outside?
No, we cook. My wife takes care of the kitchen.
She wow.
Cooks. Oh yes.
And so do your children also support in that aspect?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I have 2 of my kids. The elderly girl and the one who follows after her. They are all teachers.
Oh, they're all teachers.
They are all teaching. They are all teaching in the school. Yes, they are teaching in the school.
Wow, nice. So, so how many children do you have?
I have 4 children by the grace of God. Yes. The last born is in Accra Academy, 2nd year.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Wow. Yes. In fact, God bless you, the children of Big Daddy. Yes. You are doing a great job.
And then the other challenge is teachers.
Teachers, yeah.
Yes, teachers. Initially, when I started, I had an experience with 4 teachers who left me just one day. But as God, when the minute they left, 4 new teachers came in immediately.
Oh, that's nice. That's wonderful.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
4 teachers came in immediately. And those when they came in, so they're still with me. Those 4 teachers are still with me till today. Though that they will replace the old 4. Because they didn't understand that when I have funds, I reinvest it into the business. Because it was like when you collect the money, you go and buy chairs, go and buy tables. When you collect the money, you go and buy chairs, go and buy tables. But the point when the work doesn't stand very well, how do we spend the money?
Yes.
So when you have business doing that, you just start spending money. That business cannot grow.
Wow.
You have to if you want to groom the business, you have to be able to learn how to handle money. So money handling is very, very, very important.
So how many classrooms do you have now? As in
we have 14 classrooms.
14 classrooms.
14 classrooms. Yes.
Oh, okay. So now the new is your building still under construction or it's done?
No, it's not completed at all.
Oh, okay.
We are
so it's still under construction.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We've painted some parts, but some parts we are here to put windows and everything, but we are managing. Wow. Yes, we are managing it.
Right,
and because the way we handle the children, the parents don't look at those things.
Okay.
They don't look at those things, but they look at the teaching quality. In fact, of recent, it's happening that because we do well in our external examination, people are even taking children from other schools into our school.
So that takes me back to another question. So how many children have you been able to pass through the BEC?
So far, plus or minus close to 60, if not more than 60. Yes.
How many sections? Like 4 or 5 sections?
No, this exam from 2013. 2013 till now.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe about 80 students. Yeah, about 80 students.
And all those students, have you heard from many of them?
Oh yes, I have a physicist who is a lady.
Yeah.
But you know her, you taught her.
Yes.
Rosemary.
Yes. And in fact, viewers, I've worked with Daddy before. I've been a teacher in the school before. In fact, I taught, as he mentioned, the first batch of DHS students. I was happy to be one of the teachers who taught them to their BEC. Yes. So, Rosemary is now a physician.
Yes. Bakan, Roland Bakan.
Okay,
we used to call him Mohammed. He changed his name Mohammed to Roland.
Okay.
You know, and Roland is now, by the grace of God, in the 2 years, I become a pharmacist.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
I become a pharmacist. Richard Tichi is now into IT. Okay. He's an IT specialist. You know, he went to this Tesano University of the school, University of Technology.
Okay.
Tesano. Yes. Tesano. You know, and he's doing very well. You know, I have others also.
So with your teachers, you made mention of 4 teachers who have been with you till now. Can you share with them their names and how impactful they have been to you?
I would say somewhere like she's now Mrs. Miriam Anobil.
Anobil, yes.
But she used to be called Miriam Donko.
Yeah.
Great lady.
Wow.
Very faithful, very loyal, very hardworking, very, very, very humble. Miriam has been with me maybe 13 years plus.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, because I'm in my 14th year now. You know, and my wife herself, you know, has been with me from the beginning. And who again? Millicent.
Okay.
Auntie Millicent. Mrs. Inchu. Millicent Inchu is still with me. Auntie Alice. She's taking care of the crèche. Is still with me.
Okay.
You know. And
that's what I'm for.
Yes.
So yes. So with this one, looking at it, from the start of where you came from to where you are now, are you satisfied with it?
To some level, I'll say yes. Another level, I'll say no.
Okay.
Because my aim is to have a school that even when you're not in the school premises, we can teach you outside. Where we have the smart boards, where we have what do you call facilities, like standard library with computers, where we have a sick bay where children are not feeling well, can be with a school nurse. I'll have a school nurse who take care of children who are not feeling too well, you know, and have what do you call music room, language room, where children just be glued to put their earphones and then be, learning from the computers and everything. So there's a vision I have. I've not gotten there yet at all. but I am grateful to God for the level I have, because it wasn't like this before. It was totally ground zero. Totally ground zero, if not below ground zero. So I have to be grateful to God to the level that I have come so far. Yes.
Thank God. So with this one, I know you went through challenges. So if you can tell us, as an entrepreneur, what are some of the mistakes that they normally do when they start a business?
Okay. Like I said, when the Bible said, train up a child the way he should go.
Sure.
Right. So there's a way an entrepreneur should go. But if you receive the right training, you may make mistakes, but it may not be too much.
Okay.
You make maybe normal, but you can easily do it and correct yourself. But the point is that if you are not trained, even if you don't make the mistake, you will not know that you are making the mistake.
Sure.
But when you are properly trained, you know you are making a mistake, then you do what? You look for counsel. People have made it to the top. And in this case, I do not compare myself to the schools that are around. I compare myself to the schools that are so high. The schools in, airport residential area, like Jack and Jill, like Soul Clinic.
Okay.
I want to become like those ones. So I can have even expatriates bring their children to my school. We want to be able to have a land somewhere where we could build a boarding facility. With all the right facilities, children can come there and then, be comfortable to have a good education. Quality, universally acceptable education, not just local one.
So that means, as an entrepreneur, you must have another business, or let's say you must say, okay, at this business to build up your own business yourself. So let's say you're looking at, if there's this company called like Unilever company, and you are starting your own business. So looking at the successfulness of the Unilever, you are looking at that to also improve on yourself to get to that standard.
The Bible said, Ephesians 5:1, it said, imitate God. So imitation is no crime.
Okay.
So I could imitate a school. I could imitate a personality.
Okay.
I could mimic somebody is doing that is being successful and also become successful. You could also mimic the bad things and become a bad person. Why not rather mimic or imitate the good things and become an excellent person?
I see. So time management, when it comes to business or your school per se, how has time management been one of your focus?
Time is money. So when it comes to business time, it's business time. No family or friendship. And when it comes to that time, when you come, when I'm teaching or whatever, I'll just excuse myself a little bit and say, look, how to attend to the children? Can you see me? Or so time. So you don't use your socializing time for your business time. Your business time is business time. So your socialization is socialization. Then your church time is also church time. Sometimes we combine this church and business and you go for prayer Monday, prayer Tuesday, prayer Wednesday, and the things are not working. And you say it is God. No, it is you. You are not balancing your timing properly. Balancing it properly. It is you. Bible says because of lack of knowledge, my own children are perishing. You are a child of God, Rabbi, you are perishing. And God doesn't want it to perish. So you need to have knowledge to balance your timing. So time management is paramount. Time is money. Wow. Time is money.
So viewers, I know you are enjoying this show. You have some few minutes to end the show, and then please keep your questions coming. We will always pop up your questions. You're going to answer your questions. So please, we will give you some more time for questions and answers, so that you can bring your questions on board. And we want to ask this before we go for a quick seconds break. We'll be right back, and then we let the curtains down. Mr. Nicholas, can you share with us some books that have been impactful in your life?
Oh,
I know you have so many books.
So many books.
So just give us some quick one, 5, 10 or books.
Fine. Maybe I'll give you a few of them. But the point is that, like I said, I take everything from the biblical point. Revelation chapter 1, verse 3.
Okay.
I think the A part. It said, blessed are those who read. Blessed are those who read. So what about the opposite?
Yes, are those who don't.
Don't use the word.
Okay.
You know? The opposite of blessing, but I don't want to use the word.
Okay.
So it means that if you don't read, the other side may happen to you. If you don't read, because when you read, your eyes will open, your spirit will open. You will have new revelations, new insights, how to handle businesses. Okay. Now, one of the books that really influenced me, my father introduced me to the book called Power of Positive Thinking.
Power of Positive Thinking.
I think by Vincent Pierre or so. Power of Positive Thinking. And then one book, the Carnegie, called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Because you're going to do business, you're going to meet people, you're going to communicate and everything.
So you need to learn that.
In fact, I used to frown. That was the book that changed me.
Oh, I see.
I used to be so,
serious.
I don't smile. You know, I hate somebody. No, but that was my nature then.
Okay.
But who taught me that when you smile, your muscles on your face become relaxed and it adds to your life.
Okay.
All right. And then when you smile, somebody will smile back at you. And the smile is like a key that opens the soul of a person to you.
I see.
Because when you frown, people are afraid, they don't want to come to you. But when you smile, it's like you have opened the door. It's like the sun is now shining. You can go out and play and have fun.
Wow.
They'll come close to you. So that book
wonderful.
really helped me to start to learn how to smile. And today I smile a lot. I smile a lot.
Even in challenging times,
yes,
you smile.
One book that's also helped me, which I'm even still the philosophy that I'm teaching today, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki.
Wow.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yes. That book taught me that there are 4 quadrants. Young men, please listen to me. Go for that book and read it. It doesn't cost so much. Now listen, it teaches you about 4 quadrants. That you start life as an employee. And you must develop yourself to become a businessman.
Okay.
And from a businessman, develop yourself to become an investor.
Okay.
Then from an investor to become what? An entrepreneur. So you now cross your leg.
Oh, okay.
And then your money begins to work for you.
So Daddy, break it down again for us. I think I'm really enjoying what you're saying.
Yes.
From where? From number 1 was what?
An employee.
Employee.
Yes.
Okay.
Then from the employee become self-employed.
Self-employed.
Okay, that's become your own businessman.
Okay.
Then you can become an investor or your own businessman. The third quadrant. Then the last quadrant, you become an entrepreneur. That one, your money begin. You just realize your money will go and work for you and bring
the money. Wow. Yeah. This is wonderful.
And then what is it? One of the richest man in Babylon. Great book. Okay, that teaches you how to save. Apart from giving God your tithe 10%, we should also learn to save 10% for yourself. And if you're able to compound for 10, 20 years, you are a great man.
Wow.
That book also teaches you that. The point is that people want to make money, but they don't want to learn how to make money.
Okay. People want to make money.
Yes.
But they don't learn how to.
They think money will just come. Once I work, money will just come. Money doesn't just come. Making money is an art. There's a science behind making money. For instance, when Mr. Jai helped me with the money to buy the land, if I had not used the money judiciously to buy the land, would I have a school building?
Oh,
no, with the school building, I now have classrooms.
No.
So more students coming in, it means more funds are going to come in.
Yeah. Viewers, I know you're really enjoying this. I know you're please continue to bring up your questions. We're going to go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You are still watching the business webinar from Navantis Limited. And this show is sponsored by Navantrix Limited, a hub of tech where most of the things going on, we are into website design, software development, social media marketing, digital marketing, videography, photography, anything, think media. Just contact us. Our numbers will be on your screens, or you can visit us on navantrixlimited.com, or follow us on our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube, Navantrix, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere, social media. You can find us from there. So let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hello, have you been wondering where to get your affordable and durable glass and fitting works? Then look no further. Smartness Glass and Fittings is here to help you. We offer products and services like framed doors and windows, framed glass curtain wall, composite panel, balustrade and handles, shower partitioning, curved glass, tempered glass, laminated glass, and double glazing. You can contact Smartness Glass and Fittings through the numbers on your screen or hello.
Hello, welcome back once again to our business webinar. In fact, it's been so amazing with Mr. Nicholas Hlovor with us. He's teaching us a lot, and I know you are also learning a lot. As an entrepreneur, there are so many things you need to know, right from the start to wherever you want to get to. Mr. Hlovor has gone through a lot, and he has been a successful man, and he's still being successful. So if you want to still be a successful person, please make sure you listen to us, what Mr. Nicholas is teaching us, and then apply it in life, in your business. And I bet you your business is going to soar high, as our title is saying. So we are wrapping up, and Mr. Nicholas, we want you to tell us, who are the people who have been a positive influence in your life? Because as an entrepreneur, I believe that some of us, we need someone to look up to. That's like when you made mention of that, and someone we can mimic, someone we can get inspiration from, we can learn from. So can you tell us who have been influenced to you?
In fact, my mother of blessed memory, she was very, very hardworking. I picked hard work from her. My father is the cool type. So I operate in two spirits.
Okay.
If I'm in my business elements, then my mom is there. But if in my cool elements, being diplomatic and all that, then my dad.
See.
But other people who have also influenced me, Mrs. Jawando, because I picked the interest to go into this school business from her.
Okay.
In fact, it was my father who wanted me to become a teacher after I couldn't make it in the university, to go to a training college. And I said, to go into a training, all the teachers are running to Agege. They're going to Nigeria. I don't want to be. But I found myself in the classroom.
Okay.
So that's where I really appreciate it. So I saw that my father, Robert Hlovor, was a prophet in my life then, because he saw it ahead of me. And by the grace of God, wherever he is, I know that if he can see me, he should be proud of me.
Proud of you, yeah.
I've come so far. Yes.
Be proud of you.
And you know what? Lest I forget.
Okay.
I had certain influences.
Okay.
We're not talking about talents.
Okay.
The talents were such that God said, those will give the one, those will give. The one that he said, if the lips that you have, they'll take it from you. I was afraid. When I see that, I became afraid. I said, I don't want to have, little.
It's okay.
I want to have, because Jesus Christ promised the abundant life. Say, I've come and you may have life, have it more abundant. So I'm for the abundant life. Okay. Now, I also learned that when you are born, from 0 to 25 years, it's what we call your learning years.
Learning years.
That time you should learn and learn well. Go to school, go for training, be an apprentice under somebody, and pick knowledge and pick experience and pick wisdom. Then you run with it. From the 25, 26 to 50, 55, it's your earning years where you are working.
Yes, so learning.
You are learning and earning. When you remove the L from the learn, you have earning.
Yes,
So you have salary and remunerations.
Yes.
And the way you use your salary and your remunerations will determine, by the time you go on pension from 60 to 65,
yes,
will determine whether you are going to live a golden life where you enjoy your life with your family, traveling here and there, or a yearning life, yearning, yearning, where things are difficult. Please, do you have small chalk? Do you have small shito? Do you have a okra? Do you have a garden? You begin to beg. At the age of 60, 70, begging, that's an error. That's an error, And I also learned from God that it said, Isaiah 62 verse 1, it said, God said, I will not rest. And I'll say, I will not rest. The righteousness of Jerusalem come through like a lamp that has been lighted. So if God will not sleep, we to ask for us, we will sleep, but we don't have to sleep too much. A little sleep, a little slumber, and poverty will just zoom on you just like that. I don't want poverty in my life. I hate it. So I must work hard at it. I want to be able to live up to 80, 85. You know that when you are also growing, you know that your medications are expensive.
Sure.
But when you have a business, to take care of you, will live long. But you don't have good, you don't have to go and depend on children. No. You don't wait for your children nowadays because they also have their issues. So establish businesses, not one, not two. An entrepreneur is someone who establishes a business or businesses taking risks, but hoping that there'll be profit in the long run.
So as an entrepreneur, you should be a person who is taking risk,
hoping that profit will come. I mean, they do not just take risk anyhow. Calculated one. No, even if you calculated one, calculated
risk,
calculated one. Even if you lose, it will be an experience, a teaching experience to go higher.
Yeah. Wow. You are learning something. In fact,
and then Proverbs 22. The whole Proverbs 22 is a whole university for everybody to go to. He said, "The rich will rule the poor." So if you want to remain poor, but the rich will rule over you.
For you.
And he also said in the same place, he said, the borrower becomes a slave to the lender. The borrower becomes a slave. So why do you want to be borrowing? Become a slave? God doesn't want that one for you. So work hard. Be under somebody. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Be patient. And learn when you learn properly. And then let people pronounce blessing on you. And say, we see you off. Go and be blessed. But when you just rush out anyhow, you'll go after 3-4 years, you hit rock and you say, somebody is doing, nobody is doing you. You are the one who are done yourself. You already done yourself before that time.
So that comes under mentorship, right?
Sure. You must respect your mentor and be a blessing to your mentor. Be loyal to your mentor. Be loyal to your mentor. Yes.
So I want to ask 2 questions and then we are going to get. Finally, based on your experience, what do you believe? What experience would you want to get to youth out there?
Youth, all I'll say, develop character. Develop character. When I say character, God-fearing character. Number 2, read books. Read books. You know, when you read books, you can have this man in your house. What is the president of America, the former president? What's it called? Barack Obama. He has written books. If you have his book on the shelf, can just pick up Barack Obama, come and talk to me. Open his book, he'll be talking to you, and he'll tap into his wisdom. The one who came before Biden. Donald Trump. He has written books how to become a billionaire. Pick that book. You pick his ideas on estate development and everything. You pick his ideas. We also read it because one day God permits our life. We'll go to some of these things. You understand? And I learned from some of those books that you can build estates without money. From the books, can build it without money. So if you don't open books to read, Bible says, blessed are those who do what? Who read. So your youth, read. Respect your parents. You can pronounce blessings on you. Don't be disrespectful. Obey your teachers. Obey your parents. Obey the elders around the community. Be selfless. If the little you can, help people. Because the people you are helping, even if they are children, one day they will come back. Whatever you sow, Bible say you will reap it. Bible say throw your your bread upon the waters. Many years after you do what, you are going to get them back. So be nice to people. Keep on sowing. Keep on being nice to people. And be appreciative. Learn to be appreciative. You have gratitude. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his court with... You will enter his gate with thanksgiving. So if you don't have thanksgiving in your heart, how will the gate be open?
If you don't have thanksgiving in your heart,
how will the gate be open? So if you want the gate to be open for prosperity, be appreciative.
This is amazing, family. I know you've really enjoyed this. In fact, I don't know what to say. Goosebumps all over me. In fact, Daddy has really delved into his life, principles, experience, challenges, the way forward in life as an entrepreneur, as a business person. From his perspective, he has shown to us a challenge that we should. I can't mention no because a lot had been said. we will plead with you. Share the link.
Yes.
Share this link to your friends.
Your friends.
Bless them with this word. Bless them with this videos and pictures you are seeing out there. And you are going to impact them positively to push them to whatever they want to do. Mr. Nicholas, we want to thank you so much for your time. And it's been amazing. My team, the Montes Studios, my directors, they are all happy with your experience you're sharing with us. In fact, we want to thank you so much. I want to say God richly bless you for honoring our invitation as well.
I am also very, very grateful to you and to Navantrix. You know, when you were working with me, if I treated you badly, would you have brought me this program? This program, you just said, Daddy, come, let me do this program with you. I'm very grateful. It's a lesson that we know, what is it? We are learning and we are moving on in life. Yeah. We want to progress. So let's imbibe these principles. I remain grateful to you. And for what you have done, I want to tell you that the heavens will not even be your limit.
Amen.
You go beyond.
Amen. To those who are watching us, you are not going to, you are always going to go.
Yes. Yes. God bless you.
God bless you.
I remain grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much, guys. And thank you so much for staying with us. This is Navantrix Business Webinar. Your host, Mr. Joseph Otiba, and I happen to be the general manager for Navantrix Limited in Ghana. As I said earlier on, we are into tech business, tech marketing. For a business person and you want us to, as Daddy has said earlier on, and you want to grow your business, please contact us. Our numbers will be shown on the screens. Check on us on our website, Facebook page, social media handles. Go there. And please, Daddy's number will be mentioned. In fact, Daddy, please, can you share your number? In case you want to support Daddy, in case you want to visit them, in case you want to call him or tell him something, inspire him, bless him, please, you are always welcome to do so. In fact, the school is in Kaswa, Ghana, Kaswa, Kakraba down. Yeah, just when you call him, Daddy, please, can you share with us your phone numbers?
Okay. So my number is 02 440 19047.
02
440 19047.
This number is on WhatsApp, right?
It's on WhatsApp. It's on Facebook.
Yes. So please call Daddy. Call Big Daddy. We normally call him Big Daddy.
Yes.
But his real name is Mr. Nicholas Hlovor. Mr. Nicholas, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm grateful.
God bless you. So thank you all, guys. God bless you. We have another webinar coming up this month. No, I think next month ending. And please, the flyers are going to be available. Make sure you also tap into that link and then enjoy the teachings we always try to bring to you. So thank you, stay blessed, and see you once again. Bye-bye.
Thank you.